Hey guys, and today we're going to be doing a Dokkan LR top 10 tier list. At number 10, we have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan Youth. He's pretty decent. He's pretty good. The thing about Dokkan now is there's so many units that are actually good. So if any of these places, especially the later parts of the top 10, if you want to interchange them, I'm perfectly cool with that. I'm not the most confident on this Gohan, but he does hit pretty hard. He is a new anniversary unit. I feel like at 10 is a pretty solid spot. Does he deserve it? Maybe. I don't know. His active does hit really hard. He has damage reduction. He does stack up a little bit extra attack and defense. I don't know if he really deserves a spot, to be honest with you. 10 was just kind of up in the air. I was like, who do I even put at 10? I'm a lot more confident in like 1 through 7 probably. And then 8, 9, 10, it's just kind of roughly, you know, you could change it. Doesn't really matter. But that's number 10. No reason to really beat around the bush on that one. Number 9, I feel like the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks is very good, especially with, you know, the new LRs that came out. He's just on so many teams. He benefits so many teams. He supports. It's just really nice. And this condition's super easy to fill when there's a final trump card category ally on the team. He gets extra damage reduction, extra defense. And that's just super easy. And the plus, whenever he's receiving a super attack, he's taking 0 damage essentially. He's very nice. He's kind of reliable, but it is the reliability that's also the problem. Whenever it procs, it's super reliable, yes, but it doesn't always proc. This is a high chance, you know what I mean? It's kind of a 50-50 if this guy's really does as good as I think he is. But when he is as good as he is, you know, he's almost untouchable. And I think he really does deserve this number 9 slot, especially with just the new units that are out. He's on so many of the new teams. He's very good. Sorry about that. All right, for number 8. Number 8, I got Saiyan Saga Grade 8 Vegeta. I actually think this is a very good EZA. He's super tanky. There we go. Now it's his full passive. Yeah, I mean, he's just super good. He's got the 20%. He's got 40% of his first in turn. He's got a shit ton of defense. He's just very good. He also, of course, has his grade up transformation right here. And then, you know, he's invincible. That's super useful utility. And then not to mention the synergy with the new LR Super Saiyan 4 boys EZA. And then the new Super Saiyan 3 AGL Goku that goes Super Saiyan 4. He's just got so much utility. He's so good on that team. He's got good links. Where's the big one that I'm looking for? Saiyan Roar, super huge link right here. Level 10. That's so nice, man. I just think this is a good pick. I think this is a very good pick. Honestly, I could see him maybe a little higher, maybe arguably, but I don't really know. I don't think he's better than Beast. He is very good though. At number 7, we got Beast. How the Mighty Have Fallen. This guy, he has lasted pretty well. I mean, he's a year old for the Japanese version of the game. He's only 6 months old for global though, which is not that long. He has fallen off a bit. He can start taking a lot of damage, but he's still very good. And, you know, he still has that team protection. There's no way you can write this guy completely out of the top 10. That would be unbelievable. But he has fallen off a lot. Let's be honest. He's not 1 no more. He's not even top 4 anymore. Could I see him at 6 or 5? Yeah, but not top 4. This guy's very good, but, you know, he's fallen off a lot. Now, for number 6, I got Tech Broly. I know a lot of people say that Beast is better than Broly. I don't see it. Beast is replaceable. Broly is unreplaceable. You cannot replace this guy. If you're running any team that he's on, why are you not using him? He's so good. He is so good. This Broly, chef's kiss, perfection. I could never, like, if he's on the table, I'm clicking this LR no matter what. Beast, maybe, you know, but this guy, I'm going to no matter what. He's not really dependent on any categories. He just kind of goes in and he plays the game. He does exactly what he wants to. Where's that transformation? I don't really know how to look at the transformation in this. Oh, here we are. Just the transformation. Yeah, he doesn't really require anything. You know, he's just kind of the best. Now there is this that increases his crit, but that's not something you absolutely have to have. You know what I mean? It's just a very good unit. Number 5, this is where I'm going to lose a lot of people. I feel like a lot of people can understand the later ones where like, yeah, I guess he's 10. Yeah, I guess he's 9, whatever. This is where I feel like I lose a lot of people at number 5. A lot of people are going to get upset. But let's be honest. They die a lot. They just die a lot. They're not as tanky as I would like. They're not as tanky as they should be. He's kind of a fish, this Vegeta. He dies so much. But when he fuses, of course, they're amazing. Of course. But it only lasts 4 turns. And then you got to come out to these dick units. I mean, I guess the Goku's better, but this Vegeta is terrible. I don't know, man. Plus, there's so many contenders of like who could be slot 2, who could be like... And plus, why would you ever use this guy if you could use the Vegito, right? They're on the same teams. The Vegito is so much better than this Gogeta. Let's be 100% honest with ourselves. Like, no one's picking this Gogeta over the Vegito in their right mind. Unless you just like Gogeta more and you're Gogeta Glazer. But if you're putting all, if you like Gogeta more or Vegito more aside, units itself, that Vegito is so much better. Number 4. This is very controversial. I think he's just amazing, dude. Obviously, this Goku's not the greatest. Let's be 100% clear. I'm not pretending like this guy's invincible, but I do think he's very good. But he does buff power beyond Super Saiyan allies right here. Extra defense. That's amazing. He supports. I love that. I love that they support. He guards all attacks and great chance of evading. You put a little bit of dodge in this guy and, you know, he will die sometimes. But, I mean, I can't really ask for much more. When he also has this utility right here, this Great Ape, amazing. And the transformation. The transformation is really what sells it for me right here. Then he just becomes an absolute goat and complete goat. I love this guy. The support he gives is so good. Power beyond Super Saiyan and Giant Ape power. Extra defense and damage reduction. He still guards everything. So don't forget to add this damage reduction and defense to himself because he still gives himself this. He's just a perfect slot 2 and even floater. Like if you wanted to float him, I could see it, but I'm always going to put this guy in slot 2 if I can. That is just invaluable. That support. That doesn't mean he's unkillable though. He still can die, but as long as you have dodge in him, I feel like it's hard to argue with running this guy. Maybe top 4 is high. Maybe Gogeta should be higher, but I just like this guy that much. I love his support. I love that if you put dodge into him, he's going to be really hard to bring down. And he's just going to help a lot of teams, or mainly these 2 teams, I should say. Not a lot, but he's going to help those teams a lot. He's just a very good key, very big key to the full potential of the team. Now for 3, we have these boys. I love them. I think they're amazing. Now, they do suffer from the crit and crit, if you know what I'm saying, because whenever they transform into the blue boys, they get crit, and then they also get extra crit. Let me find it. High chance of performing a critical hit, and then chance of performing a critical hit. Like, why is that not damage reduction? The Gogeta has damage reduction. Why is that not damage reduction for these guys? I don't know, but they do have the medium chance to dodge. That is huge. That is very big, especially if you have a little bit of dodge into them. But, I mean... I think you should mostly put additional into these guys and the dodge secondary, but it is food for thought. If you go full dodge, they might last a lot longer than some of the other units in this list because they just have that built-in dodge already. Plus, you give them more, and you know they're cooking. Not much to say about them though, other than they're basically the Gogeta but slightly worse. They really will age probably a little better though. They're unkillable turn 1. They're unkillable turn 1 of their transformation. They're going to stack a shit ton. They're just really good goats. Now slot 2, this is also going to be very, very, very controversial. These boys. The reason why they're at 2 and not number 1 is because how just inconsistent the Gogeta, is how consistent the Goku and the Vegeta is. The Goku really sells a lot for me. He sells a lot. The Vegeta is slightly better than the Goku. But that is kind of slightly. But once he transforms into Vegito, I mean, he's just unkillable. He's untouchable, especially if you pop that active. Like, it's mind-blowing how good this guy is. But he doesn't stay in it all game, unfortunately. You know, he transforms, and then he transforms back after 4 turns. And it's just honestly so sad. As soon as you use him, you feel how good he is. You feel how powerful that is, that good feeling that he has, that he gives you, you know, using him. But then he powers back down, and then you start praying to your knees and praying on your knees that he just doesn't sell after he goes back to Goku or Vegeta. He is quite good though. It's a shame you can only use his active once. I mean, his active / transformation. If you could use both, then maybe that'd be okay after you untransform. But I don't know. And the fact that he does transform out is okay with me. That would be fully okay with me if the Goku and Vegeta was a little bit better. But you know, it is what it is. It's something you have to deal with. This guy would still be slot number 1 if it wasn't for this guy. This guy, I think, is just the king of the game right now. He's just perfection. He's perfection. He's everything that gods are, but better. He's basically the same base kit, but once he transforms into Gogeta, he's something special. He's definitely something special. He guards, high chance of crit. He first sees the enemy super attack. He's unkillable turn 1. He's got extra stats. Don't forget he's stacking all game, or he was until he transforms, and then he gets it for 4 turns. He rainbow orb changes for the first 4 turns. The gods actually double rainbow orb change. The gods actually rainbow orb change for their first 4 turns, which is really good. But this guy is just better. Key obtained, extra attack and defense. Every rainbow key sphere obtained, extra damage reduction and crit. The damage reduction is what really, really matters. Whenever they pop the active skill, extra attack, but that doesn't really matter that much. But when receiving an attack, turn 1, or wait, no, pardon. It's only happened once, but whenever you're less than 50% HP, you're going to add an extra 50% damage reduction to this guy, and he's going to be unkillable there too. And then whenever he's receiving a super attack, which remember, he's never going to die to normals. He's literally never going to die to normals with how much damage reduction he has and how good he is and how high his stats are. And the fact that he's guards. I mean, he's just amazing. He's never going to die to normals. The only thing that can kill him is super attacks, but he has a great chance of nullifying it and countering. And whenever he nullifies it, and he has a guaranteed counter once whenever he's facing one enemy and HP is 50% or less. I mean, he's just him, dude. I can't even put it in words how good this guy is, honestly. This guy is probably the best team right now. Oh, that's maybe a stretch, actually. His team's probably not the best, but any team with him on is just got so much better. I mean, you can use him, you can use the gods, you can use the Vegito boys, you can use the Super Saiyan 3 Goku that goes Super Saiyan 4. I mean, the best team actually is probably this leader with him on a rotation along with this Goku, and on the other rotations, this guy, and then some other slot 1 unit, maybe Beast, maybe, I'm not sure. And then whoever else you want as your floaters. I don't know. There's so many possibilities. There's so many good units now, and a lot of them are on the same teams. So that's another reason why it's so hard to find the top 10. But I would use these guys over him, and I would use him over them, and I would use them over him. But you usually don't have to do it like that. You know what I mean? Usually a lot of these can be on the same team. But whenever it's people that literally do the same thing, essentially, you're always going to pick the better option. So I'm not going to use this Gogeta very much when this Vegito's out. And then if it's a choice between them or the gods, I'm going to choose them. I mean, there's just a lot of counterparts, you know. But this guy's the one unreplaceable thing I can see. He doesn't really have an alternate. You use him. So should that mean he's be higher? Maybe. But this is my top 10. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know some feedback. Let me know what you would change out. Who do you think fits? Who doesn't fit? And what do you think of the number 1? Is this number 1 pick crazy? Am I insane for thinking this? Is this guy really that much better than the Gogeta than I think he is? Are the gods that much worse than him comparatively? I think so. That does not calling them bad. They are very good. Do not get my words. Do not mistake what I'm saying here. These guys are amazing. It's just he is him. Like, he's literally untouchable. And then, of course, I mean, he's very good, especially with the support. There's just so many ways you can string this along, you know? I feel like if I'm being 100% real with myself, I'm maybe overvaluing this guy. If I'm fully looking at the list, I'm probably overvaluing this guy as well. But I'm pretty confident in 1 through 7. Definitely 1 through... maybe actually, I'm pretty confident 1 through 8. Either way, if you liked the video, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. If you want to give me a subscription, I'd love to have it. I'd love to have you around here. I'd love to see you in more videos. Can't wait to see the comments. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.